Hi, I was traveling with my colleague on that day. The same day, President Trump has actually captured Maduro, the Venezuelan president. We were discussing about $64 billion worth of Bitcoin Maduro had. The discussion led to blockchain concept and everything. So I try to explain what exactly the blockchain concept is. It is parallel to banking system where uh, every transaction has to be approved by all the people who are present in the network. My colleague, actually nodded that I could able to understand what I know. Apparently, I fell short in my explanation. So I just wanted to brush up my knowledge. So let us see how I brushed up.
Nowadays, learning anything new have four issues. Issue number one, the problem number one is too many resources. Problem number two, you are at a wrong level to know something, learn something. Problem number three, format constraint. One format for anything. Problem number four, you are not tested what you have learned. No testing, knowledge gap. Let us see one by one how actually it is going to impact. Issue number one, what we discussed is too many resources. When I typed learn blockchain in the Google, it has given me 14 crore plus resources. Which one I have to read? Too much confusion, correct? Problem 2 is about wrong level. So here if you can see, here the blockchain for dummies, it's too simple. There might be one resource which talks about too much jargon. Look at the third, it's an advanced concept. So by mistakenly I encountered this resource, it would be way too advanced for me. Like it discusses Byzantine fault tolerance, complex consensus protocols, so DPoS, everything. It's too much advanced for me. So I'm sure I can't comprehend all this. Problem number 3 is single format constraint. Like in this video, articles are going to stay too long. One need variety. Fourth problem is you read, you comprehend, but actually you have not tested. At the right time actually you can't apply. Though you might, but exactly, to be frank, actually you don't know. You might not be knowing it. You can't apply. So it was not tested. For all these issues to learn anything new today. So I have found this new tool which is called as NotebookLM. By using NotebookLM blockchain as an example, I am going to explain you how we solved the learning issues. Please keep watching. Before diving into individual features, I will run you through a complete system once. It's like a food plate with a complete variety of things available. Around 8 features are there in NotebookLM. So they are discover, reports, audio overview, video overview, flashcards, quiz, infographics and side deck. Infographic and side deck are the new feature which are in the beta version, which are yet to be tested by me. Now I will go through individual feature, what exactly the problem issue it will solve. Journey is from here, from a zero knowledge to actually understanding. Just 8 features, 10 days, mastery, no cost, just an internet and a laptop. Now you tell me, which is the subject which you are going to learn by using this AI tool? Meanwhile, I will try to explain using the blockchain. Let us dive into. To open NotebookLM application, you have to type notebooklm.google.com in the browser. Once you type this page will open. So here you can see NotebookLM. Here what create new, there whatever you have saved, whatever your note you have created, you can will appear here. So you can see the features, my notebook, featured notebooks are there. You can also see the shared with. So what you can do here, you have to click this here, create new. This will be appearing. So what you can do, you can highlight, you can change the name here, like here I am writing as blockchain mastery. Okay, so once you open this, you can see these things will be. So once you created one new notebook, so we are here. So the first pane, it will ask you for the sources. As we know that when we try to search through Google, it has given me crores of sources, where actually we are niching down here. Instead of actually asking just blockchain, we will try to customize. Now Reddit is one place where people ask the front level beginner questions, and there are real experts who answer these things. So what I typed here, find me sources from Reddit only, especially I have given the thread names about blockchain basics for beginners. You can ask how Bitcoin actually works, difference between blockchain and cryptocurrency, common scams to avoid. So what I have done, I have specified with the name Reddit only. So now actually it will give now you can see there are around 7 resources which have been generated because of my thread. So what you have to do, you just need to add these resources. Now all these resources would be added here. Now what I have done, if you can see here, find me YouTube videos only explaining blockchain technology for beginners, Ethereum versus Bitcoin differences, focus on educational content, not price per predictions or get rich quick videos. So I specifically mentioned YouTube videos. Just now there is an option for import or delete also. Now actually I am trying to import. So now we have 7 to 7 plus 7, 14 resources. We have taken from Reddit, we have taken it from YouTube. Now I am trying for official documentation. So from Reddit and from YouTube we have got some knowledge. Now actually we will go for official. If I directly go to official documentation, it would be a complex thing. I would not be in a position to comprehend. Now here my prompt is find me official documentation and white papers from bitcoin.org, ethereum.org, Reserve Bank of India, crypto guidelines, SEBI statements. So now it gives me some authority on the subject. Again, some resources have been added. Now it is time to get some sources from real world examples. The tech journals like TechCrunch, CoinDesk, Economic Times of India, blockchain industry reports. So where actually I can mention, find me resources from all these sources and real world blockchain use cases, Web3 applications, DeFi explained, NFTs beyond hype, and how Indian companies are using blockchain technology. Again, you have to search, it will generate some sources. We have tried Reddit, YouTube, official documentation, maybe tech journals. Now we might need to have expert view also, like critical perspective. But there might be some expert for blockchain technology, maybe there are others who are against blockchain technology. So the critical perspective can mean, so there would be some sources. So I am asking, find me critical analysis and skeptical perspectives on blockchain and cryptocurrency from sources like Molly's White, Web3 is going to just create academic papers on blockchain limitation, environmental concerns about Bitcoin mining, and regulatory challenges include both pro-blockchain and anti-blockchain viewpoints. So again, it will give some, generate some sources. We have around 35 to 40 sources. Earlier we had crores of sources. Now we have niche down basing on our requirement. So now we have got a quality source bank which can be utilized in other features. So you go through all these resources, whatever, if you think actually it is not suitable, you can omit, you deselect, and actually whatever it is required, you can only select those resources.
Now we have collected around 20 plus more resources. If I have to go through all these resources, it might take 20 hours. If I have to watch few videos, I don't know which is actually suitable to my level. The documents which I have seen seems to be more complex. I don't know whether I could able to understand. So let us know how actually I utilized. Let us go and see how I actually utilize these resources I have collected to learn this blockchain concept.
We gathered resources. Now effective utilization of resources will happen through reports feature. So if you click the reports feature here on the right side, it will generate this pane. This pane has, now actually you can ask, just brief the documents, study guide, blog post, technical white paper, comparative analysis, explained, concept overview, everything actually it has given. But I have designed some customized report generation process. So I will click here, like create your own process. Now my customized prompt is mentioned here. I know something about the blockchain because of the sources I gathered, I read somewhere. Now I have to generate. Now what I am saying, instead of actually having just to generate, I am saying I know that a concept of as good as an Excel validation of the resources. Now I am saying explain blockchain technology by contrasting it with a Google sheet or Excel sheet that I already understand. How is blockchain different from a spreadsheet? Use this analogy to explain decentralization, immutability, and consensus mechanism in simple terms. So I am actually, whatever I have gathered, I am improving it from that. So I know something and I am actually trying to generate with a contrast. You have to just mention a generate report. I am not doing it because I have already generated a report. I will show you. So this is the generated report. Blockchain explained from a shared spreadsheet to decentralized ledgers. So it has given me one report, which is a summarization of all the 40 things. Now in this prompt, I want to build my knowledge from simple concept to advanced topic. start with a simple possible explanation how Bitcoin works, then layer in complexity. Number one, basic concept. Number two, how transaction works, how mining works. Give me the technical details, advanced lightning network, everything. Now look at the generated report. How Bitcoin works, a layered explanation from first principles. The basic concept, peer-to-peer digital money. Second, the mechanics of transaction, a chain of ownership. Third, achieving consensus, how mining secures the network. The fourth, the technical architecture, blockchains and hashing. Fifth, sixth. So from a basic concept to advanced, actually it has generated. Now in this prompt, I want to create more depth of the knowledge. So here what I have mentioned, explain blockchain and Web3 in 4 passes. Absolute beginner with no jargon, what problem does it solve? Second, intermediate with key terms, blockchain, smart contracts, DeFi, NFT. Third, advanced with the technical depth, consensus mechanism, gas fees, layer 2 solutions. Fourth, expert level insights about what most people get wrong. You can see the generated report. Deconstructing blockchain and Web3, a 4-layer exploration. The foundation, why, an explanation for the absolute beginner. It has given me 3 parts. The core components, an intermediate guide to key terms. What is blockchain? What is smart contracts? What is decentralized? Insights and critics. The 4th layer. From a beginner to advanced, this has given the report from the 40 quality resources what we have got. In the last prompt in the report section, let us analyze what is exactly a real world perspective. Create a report that separates blockchain hype from reality. For each common claim about blockchain, explain what is true, what is exaggerated, and what is completely false. Include real world limitations and failed projects. You can see the report. Blockchain technology separating hype from reality. Beyond the buzzwords. The claim, blockchain will replace all databases. The exaggeration it has given. The false reality it has mentioned. Cryptocurrency will replace fiat money or banks. Whether it is core truth or exaggeration or false reality. Everything. The claim, smart contracts will automate law business. Core truth, exaggeration and everything. So the real world perspective it has given through this part. On the whole, we used 4 prompts in report section. I will mention these report prompts separately in the description column. After report feature, now we will go to audio overview. Now you are seeing this thing, frequency is highlighting. You have to click here. Now this customized audio overview actually is meant for podcast facility. Again, there are 4 sections, whether to deep dive, brief, critic, debate are there. Here you can give the prompt. For customized podcast, I am selecting deep dive. So here what I am saying, have the first host act as complete beginner who is a 24-year-old Indian college student knowing nothing about blockchain. The second host is a blockchain developer. The beginner should ask basic questions someone new would actually ask. I mentioned some questions. How does blockchain work? Is crypto legal in India? How Bitcoin different from Ethereum? Is it safe to invest? What are the scams to avoid? So I have designed some basic question basing on this blockchain subject. For your subject, actually you can design, but here a beginner is asking an expert. It's a deep dive, the customer instruction. So again you have to generate. It will give you a podcast. It will take some time. Let us come back. So here you can see the generated report. I am actually playing it from my mobile because internal audio source will not be here.
Really transforms the global digital landscape, or if it just remains a niche curiosity.
Indeed, stakes are immense, precisely because the technology's promise of these radically new systems stands squarely against the verifiable facts, the staggering financial risks, and continuous security failures.
Hope it was audible. Now in this thing I will select debate option, where my prompt is asking for a podcast where it says have two experts debate, is blockchain actually a revolutionary technology or overhyped? One expert argues blockchain will transform finance, supply chains and internet. The other argues most blockchain projects are solutions looking for problem, and regular database works better for 95% of use cases. They should discuss real world evidences, failed project and successful implementation. So it has generated the report. Now you can see here the highlighted one, blockchain promises versus. So this debate I am going to play it from my mobile.
Welcome to the debate. Our discussion today centers on the foundational architecture of distributed ledgers, blockchain technology. And this is far from a purely academic discussion, the decisions being made right now. So the core question we have to grapple with today really boils down to this. Is blockchain technology a truly foundational advancement poised to transform global finance and governance by creating entirely new economic structures, a true Web3 foundation? Or is this just an incredibly expensive, overhyped solution that is still desperately searching for problems that legacy systems already solve better and more securely? I'm going to argue that blockchain provides a necessary transparent layer of trust, enabling complex new digital structures.
And I will argue that the operational reality, which is characterized by crippling inefficiency, massive security failures, and a disproportionate utility for organized criminal enterprise, proves this architecture is fundamentally overhyped and, frankly, unsustainable compared to the robust digital infrastructure we already use every day.
My position begins with the...
So you have heard that one expert is debating for blockchain, other expert is saying that it's a hype technology. So we come to know the different perspectives from experts. In this format, I have selected the critic one, and what I am asking to generate a podcast basing on this question: critic custom instruction, have a blockchain security expert review these sources and point out what is missing about security risks and scams, what is oversimplified about how blockchain actually works, what beginner community commonly misunderstand, common scams in India, and everything. You can find all the generated podcast reports here. You can just download these reports and listen whenever you are free. As I said, Notebook has a mobile application also, so you don't need to download also. Sometimes actually you can directly play it from your mobile in the mobile app. Now we are here for video overview feature. So you have to click here. So video overview feature has two formats. One is explainer format, one is a brief format. So you can choose the styles like auto select, custom, classic, whiteboard and everything. So I'm selecting auto select only. So here you can give your prompt. My prompt says, start with what I need to understand first about blockchain, then what comes next, then what comes after that, organized by learning sequence, what is blockchain and why it exists, how Bitcoin transaction works step by step, what are smart contracts and Ethereum, Web3 and DeFi applications, risk and limitations, Indian regulatory context and so entire knowledge what I have learned, I am asking to give a visual representation. Okay, let us see how it has generated. Now you can see here demystifying blockchain. I'll click, I'll expand 5 slides to me. So crypto's problem inside Ethereum's engine, building the new internet, India's digital next step, privacy control, future. A visual representation it has given. So look at the beautiful image. So look at here. So it has generated 7 minutes of video explaining everything about blockchain. In the second prompt for a video overview, I have given I'm asking for a comparison. Create a presentation comparing Bitcoin, Ethereum, and traditional banking across key factors. Purpose: transaction speed, transaction cost, energy consumption, programmability, regulation in India, and best use cases. Use a clear comparison table format. So I have modified my prompt so that a comparison table appear. Let us see how it has generated. So here you can see Bitcoin versus Ethereum versus banking. A video has been generated. I am playing it. It is explaining how a banking system. So it explained each difference in one page. Now it has compiled everything. So it is comparing the each feature, speed, energy, programmability best for with Bitcoin, Ethereum, and traditional banking. The difference you can find it in one table. So individually, the you might have read, you might have listened. When a visual representation comes, the knowledge can be imprinted in your mind. You will not forget when actually you see this also. Correct? Now I am actually given a prompt for a practical usage. Like I have asked to create a presentation listing the most common mistakes in blockchain and crypto, especially relevant to Indian users. So I have customized. So practical usage and customized. For each mistake, explain what it looks like, why people fall for it, real examples, how to avoid it. Let us go and see how the report has been generated. Look at here, crypto scam for Indian investors. The report has been generated. Now it has given a male voice. So it is telling about the most common scams, Indian perspective. So it is saying from the $33 million crypto scams have happened in last financial year. So it's giving point-wise point actually it has given. Too good to be true. So that's it. So you can see here we have generated 3 video overview. One is demystifying blockchain, Bitcoin versus Ethereum versus banking, crypto scam in India. Now, so when you watch, you can learn fast, correct? So that is why the video feature is explained here. Now we are at flashcard feature. So click here. So flashcard feature has how many flashcards you require, number of cards it will be. I selected standard. So you can select the level of difficulty. The flashcards are meant to test your knowledge. So I selected standard and level of difficulty medium. Now let us go for a prompt. So we have learned something. So I'm asking, create scenario based flashcards that test my decision making about blockchain and crypto, not just definitions. Present real situations where I need to choose the right approach, identify scams, or make smart decisions based on understanding the technology. So it is a high level of application it is testing. Let us see what flashcards have been generated. Now see here, in the right side pane, crypto, this tool has generated flashcard. Now the first question, like actually it has generated 72 cards for my requirement. The first question is asking, under 2025 Union Budget in India, how cryptocurrency holding discovered during a tax search treated starting from February 2005. You can see the answer also. They can be treated as hidden income. If you click explain me, here it will give you an explanation how this answer is correct or wrong. Okay? Let us see one more flashcard. In the context of blockchain, what does it mean for a network to come to consensus? Advanced topic it seems. Let us see the answer. It means all participants on the distributed network agree on the current state of the ledger, such as account balances. If you want an explanation, you click here again. For the previous question, you can see the explanation. And look at here. While giving the explanation, it has mentioned the resource number, resource link and everything. It has highlighted also. Next, we will go for the next one. What characteristics of a blockchain ensures that once a transaction is recorded, it is extremely difficult to alter or delete? You want to see the answer? Immutability. You want explanation? Click it here. I am asking, create flashcards that test whether I can identify crypto scams and red flags. Present real world scenarios, fake exchanges, Ponzi schemes, phishing, rug pulls, and ask me to identify what's wrong and why. Let us see what it is. Look at here. A scam involving a token that users can buy but are unable to sell, trapping their funds. I have asked for a scam's reality scenario. According to Reddit user on what is the effective tax rate on crypto trading platform India when the considering 30% tax and 1% TDS? Approximately 33% depending on the transaction structure. What is a flash loan in the context of DeFi? An uncollateralized loan that must be borrowed and repaid within some blockchain transaction. In the previous two prompts for flashcards, one I have asked for real event scenarios. Second, I have asked for the identify the scams. Third, I am saying create flashcard for specific blockchain terms. So terminology. They are testing if I am good at terms or not. Versus cryptocurrency versus Bitcoin. Public key versus private key versus seed phase. Proof of work versus proof of stake. So I am giving examples. Layer 1 versus layer 2. DeFi versus SeFi. What type of terminology differences need to be tested? Let us see what is it generated. So look at here. What is the fundamental difference between blockchain and a traditional database term control? It has given answer. What is the main distinction between blockchain technology and a cryptocurrency? Again, you want to see the answer. Blockchain is a distributed ledger technology, while cryptocurrency is a digital asset created to be medium of exchange using the technology. To receive cryptocurrency, you should share your address, which is generated from your dash key, public key. So almost 3 type of prompts I have given for flashcard generation. Now here we are at quiz feature. So similarly, again quiz has similar to flashcards. It asks you for the number of questions you want, the level of difficulty. Again, I selected standard and level of difficulty as medium. You can select if you want hard or easy also, and the fewer questions or more questions also. Okay? Now coming to a prompt section. Now the quiz is an advanced feature. Assuming that actually we have gone through the so many sources and all other features, so that you have got some knowledge. Now to develop a systematic thinking, so the prompt I have given is create quiz questions that require me to combine multiple blockchain concepts: decentralization, immutability, consensus mechanism, smart contracts, and gas fees, to solve real problems or evaluate use cases. Test whether I understand how the systems work together, not just isolated facts. So over a period, actually, when we read, we understand, we develop some knowledge, but we can only connect the dots basing on a real events. So I'm asking tool to create questions to combine the multiple blockchain concepts so that I can connect the dots. Let us see what it has generated. So come here at the right of the page. You can see here it has generated 10 questions based on the prompt which I have given. A consortium of shipping companies wants to create a blockchain to track cargo containers. They require control over which companies can participate and need to keep shipping manifest private from public while ensuring the data is immutable for all participants. Which blockchain or architecture best fits this requirement? So the question is based on a realistic requirement in the market. So it has given 4 options to select. You can see the hint also. Consider difference between blockchains where anyone can join versus those whose participation is restricted to select group. It gives you the right answer with an explanation. Randomly, I'll select another question. A developer deploys a smart contract on Ethereum for a decentralized voting application. To ensure fairness, they need a source of randomness to determine whether the order of candidate on the ballot for each voter. They consider using block C. So miners have degree of control over the timestamp and can manipulate. It has given the explanation also. Let us come to other prompt. Here I am actually creating other real based scenario. Create quiz questions that test my ability to identify crypto scams, evaluate investment opportunities critically, and spot red flags. Present realistic scenarios that Indian user might encounter and ask me to identify what is wrong and why. Here you can see another 10 set of questions. An Indian investor is invited to a telegram. So I told about scam, na? So they have given. An Indian investor is invited to telegram group called BNB Smart Mining with over 50,000 members. The chat shows daily posts from users claiming high returns. However, the investor notices that only about 60 members are ever online at one time. What is this potential red flag for? A mining scam that used to fake social proofs to appear legitimate, a legitimate but highly exclusive investment opportunity, a honey spot scam where token can't be sold. I have selected a mining scam that is a social proof. That's right. Scammers create fake groups with artificially inflated member counts to lower a user defenses. But the extremely low ratio of active members to total members is a key indicator of this tactic. Got it? So let us actually go for another second thing. A trader in India is analyzing a new token. The project website is flashy but lacks white paper, and its main promotion comes from influencer on a social media promising quick profits. After they invest, the project's founder disappear with all the funds. What type of scam best describe the situation? It's a rug pull. So another scam identifying. So to build expertise to identify scams, the questions have been prepared. So better utilize. So in the final prompt for this quiz section, I have asked this prompt to create quiz questions about blockchain and crypto trade-offs. For each question, make me choose between options where we have each has a valid pros and cons. There is no universally correct answer. Without knowing personal circumstance like risk tolerance, time horizon, technical knowledge and goals. So I have created a situation where both answers seems to be right, but actually there would be one right based on the context. Personally, if I have to create, it would be very difficult, but artificial intelligence can create these things in imagination. Let us see what it has generated. Come to the question. A user is new to, it has generated 8 questions. A user is new to crypto. The plan to trade small amounts frequently and are worried about misplacing a physical device or losing a seed phrase. Which method of holding crypto assets might be the most appropriate for this user specific circumstances? So the question is, the user is new to crypto. When he is investing in small amounts, how he has to secure his assets. Like seed phase is very important to secure the assets. Now the answer would be keeping assets on a major and reputable centralized exchange, storing assets in hard wallet using non-custodial generating paper. So I think this would be the right, correct? The approach prioritizes convenience and offers familiar recovery mechanism, trading and which aligns with the user's slated priority despite the custody risk of not holding their own keys. So in all these 4 options, one or other sounds correct only, but only thing is that this suits more to the requirement. Let us go for another question. A government is designing a central bank digital currency, CBDC. Its main goal is to improve the efficiency of interbank markets and provide new tools for regulatory oversight. However, the civil liberties group are concerned. What is the primary trade-off? Not quite. Actually, answer is D. Regulatory control versus use privacy. Okay, so we have given 3 prompts for quiz section, which seems to be a complex questions based because it is connecting the dots. Here we have seen 3 prompts which test our knowledge, because the concepts which we have learned should be interlinked. Then only we can apply properly. So the questions are complex in nature, but you can see the explanation. This feature gives you more depth as far as this subject is concerned. Thank you. Alright, we have discussed all the features. Just to recap, the first feature we all know that is the discover feature. It is find the right source. The problem was for us is too many options, whereas the solution it will give is AI discovered sources as per you. Second feature is about reports, which actually develops your foundation. It builds your foundation. The problem is information overloaded with the too many sources. The solution is custom explanation for your each brain. Third feature is auditor. We all know that we are busy. Sometimes read, watch is times difficult, but listening can be happening while doing any other thing also. So learn during dead time. Problem? No time to sit and read. Solution is like audio has a podcast feature. While commuting you can listen. Fourth feature is video. Like we learn, but to visualize the concept we require imagination. So video feature helps you to visualize concept. The problem is can't picture how it works, but solution is AI generated presentations. You will have different imaginations. You can imagine how can the learning can be visualized. So fifth feature is flashcards. We know, we learn, we spend some time with the resource, but actually whether we have grasped the information to validate your learning with the flashcards gives you different scenarios. Like problem is think you know but don't. Think you might you have understood, but exactly at the application level, actually you might not. Solution is scenario based testing. So knowledge is divided into scenarios. Flashcards will help you to build scenarios where you can learn the concept. Last, this quiz feature. After comprehending the information, to apply it, there is systematic decision making you can do based on the scenarios. So it will give you ways to apply your knowledge. Like problem can't apply knowledge, now actually real world decision making is the solution. So I'm not going through the other features as of now. I'll try to put this.
But here is what really matters. It's not about learning blockchain. It's not about learning any complex subject. It's all about having a system that meets your requirement, a system that meets your brain level, a system that adapts your learning process. When I was young, in school or college, I used to be a ratta master. I used to learn things by memorizing hard way. This process had its own shortcomings, but now I am confident. Though I don't have a technical background, even a technical things or coding sort of thing, I can learn within 10 days. Just I require this system, and I might need some focus and passion towards it. You can also do anything. You only need to choose your topic and learn new things. You can even change your careers too. Technology is changing fast. The job that exists now will not exist in next 5 years. The skill that matters now will not matter in next 6 months. The only thing which can be constant would be the ability to learn, and that skill and learning anything. So ability to learn will makes the difference. Now what you can do? You can just watch this video like any other video and move on, or you can ignore. But I can only request you to, after watching this video, just choose a topic, open the NotebookLM, add the curated resources to it, use all the features mentioned in this video, and within 10 days, be a learned man, be a different person. Then you will feel the change. Be a changed man. I know I am in a preaching mode. What I can only request you to use this system effectively. I am mentioning, I will give all the, keep watching this area. I would in future also, I will try to post some content about AI and its productivity. Thank you for watching, and thank you for encouraging.